Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to today's episode of Cruise News. In today's episode, Carnival announces that Starlink internet is getting put on more of their cruise ships, and a fire breaks out on Marella cruise ship that causes a cancellation. Both of those stories are going to be in today's episode of Cruise News. Hi everybody, thanks for checking out the channel. If you're new here, please think about hitting that like and subscribe button. I post these cruise news videos every other day, followed by theme park news in the opposite days, on top of vlogging all of our adventures. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that like button if you're enjoying this video so far, and make sure you leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you thought about today's cruise news stories. So let's just go ahead and get right into these stories. All right, if you saw one of my previous videos where I talked about AIDA has been getting the Starlink internet access on their cruise ships, that is the SpaceX Elon Musk internet that's supposed to be much, much faster than just the regular satellite internet that's available on cruise ships. AIDA has been putting those out. AIDA is part of Carnival. Carnival now, John Heald, actually their cruise ambassador, announced that they are going to be rolling this out to more Carnival ships. It is already installed in a good number of Carnival ships. I actually have the list here. Currently, the Starlink internet is available. This is the Carnival brand. It is on the Mardi Gras, the Celebration, the Panorama, Elation, the Sunrise, the Valor, the new Venecia, I think that's how you pronounce it, Pride, Magic, Sunshine, and Vista. So it is currently available on all of those ships right now. So if you happen to be sailing on those, you should be able to have access to the Starlink internet, and then the rest will be rolling out, in the months to come as far as all the other Carnival ships. So you'll have to be, for the time being, at least if you're going to be sailing on anything else, recently you'll be stuck with the slow one, but don't worry, Elon Musk to the rescue soon. He'll be having the Starlink internet access on there, so it should in theory be much, much faster. Leave me a comment down below. Have you actually sailed on any ships with that had Starlink? Is it a lot better than the previous version? I haven't really heard anybody talk about if it's any good or not, if it's kind of all it's cracked up to be. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know if you have been able to experience the Starlink internet on a cruise ship, and if it's worth the hype. All right, and in not so good news, on the Marella Discovery cruise ship, a fire broke out. This took place on the 7th, so about 4 days ago. A fire broke out on one of the engines down in the bowels of the cruise ship. Luckily, nobody was hurt or injured, anything like that. However, the ship was forced to go back. It was on the 5th day of a 7-day cruise. It had just left Amber Cove in the Dominican Republic. The ship was forced to turn around and go back to Amber Cove, where unfortunately the rest of the cruise was canceled. Apparently, the cruise line has to call in some third-party people to come and make sure everything is, once they fixed it, everything is up to par. And unfortunately, those people have to fly into the Dominican Republic, so they had to go ahead and cancel the rest of the cruise. So the people lost out on the last 2 days of their cruise, and the subsequent cruise that was going to follow right after that was also canceled. So hopefully the one for the following week will get put on there once they get everything fixed. I did see that the cruise line is actually, like I said, even though people were able to go 5 out of the 7 days, the cruise line did offer full refunds for anybody that was on the cruise. And then I believe there were some people that were doing back-to-back, so they had arrangements made for them as well. But yeah, canceled the last 2 days. The following cruise, so far at least, has been canceled. Hopefully they'll get everything in working order so that way they can continue on. And then of course, obviously, that's Marella's, I guess, a UK-based cruise line, or it travels to the UK. So they had to fly everybody out from the Dominican, from Amber Cove area, fly them back into the UK. I'm sure that was a long process. I'm sure it's not a huge airport down there, and all those people had to fly out. So hopefully it wasn't too much trouble for people having to get out of there. But yeah, that's definitely not good. And then at least, luckily, as far as fires go, luckily it was kind of contained to the passenger area. Nobody ended up getting hurt. Just kind of a pain in the butt if you happen to be cruising on that one. But at least they get the full refund on that one, so their cruise isn't completely ruined. All right, everybody, that is going to do it for today's episode of Cruise News. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you thought about either of these news stories. Like I said, let me know if you've experienced the Starlink internet on an actual cruise ship, and whether or not it's worth all the hype that it seems to be getting. And as always, everybody, thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all in the next video.